Welcome to the Real Mama Pod. Real ass moms sharing real ass experiences, the things people don't tell
Hey,
you.
Mama. Hey.
Hey, Mama, how you doing?
I'm good, friend. Uh, winding down the year.
Oh, why are you so tickled?
I don't know. I sound tickled.
Yeah.
All right. That's just tickling me right now. Nothing's
Well,
tickling
if this is your first time listening, welcome to the Real Mama Pod. I am Devin.
me. And I'm Kendra. Welcome.
Yes.
If this is your first time listening, you have some catching up to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have some catching up.
But the good news is we're giving you a break.
Yes,
We're
y'all.
giving ourselves a break, and we're
Yes.
giving you a break to catch up.
Yes. Season 2
Mm-hmm.
of the Real Mama Pod is upon us, which means we have to put an end to season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our last episode.
Of the year.
Yes.
We'll
of
be
the
back
year.
in January.
Yeah, so we're taking a very short break, but a much
Needed.
break.
And this would give us some time to put forth some things and ideas. Hopefully they work because we've been struggling.
Yeah, we got some great things planned for next year.
We do.
And we need to take that time off to make sure those plans are executed. So
Absolutely. And we do want to spend some time with our families. We'll be active on the socials, but just taking a pause on recording.
Yeah, well, we will be active.
Yeah.
Not super active, but we're taking a little break.
So this is definitely not a goodbye. It's just like, see you later.
I will literally see you in
We'll be right back.
Just a little break.
Little break. Yeah. I love that.
So what are we talking about in our last episode of season 1?
Oh my gosh, you believe that?
I know.
That's crazy.
It is crazy that we've made it this far.
How many episodes?
I think this will make 37.
37 episodes.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
It's either 37 or 38. Yeah.
It's 30 something.
That's crazy, friend. I'm proud of us.
High five. Yeah. High five. I'm proud of us too.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
We have.
Audio, for sure. We apologize in advance if
anyone's
you are catching up. You know,
audio has been a growing pain for us.
Look, you got to start somewhere.
We have literally started from the ground up. So
started from the bottom.
Now we here.
We in the middle.
Okay. We on the way to here. We ain't in Drake status yet.
Right. We are on our way.
We're not at Drake status yet, but we're on the way.
So I think this is going to be like a reflection episode.
Okay.
Yeah, feeling that?
What are we reflecting on?
Just our year, growth, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right. I got some questions for you. You can ask me some questions too.
Of course.
And it's just us tonight. We try to pop in and do things together every once in a while. We do have a lot of guests, and we love our guests.
Yeah.
They bring so much to the table. So we wouldn't be the Real Mama Pod without them.
I know. And shout out to all of our season 1 guests. Yes. Y'all held it down for the Mama Pod, for real.
Yes.
So shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. The list is way too long for us to
name everybody.
Read it out. But y'all, we love y'all dearly.
Okay. So what would you say your biggest accomplishment was or is for this year?
For the Mama Pod or for me?
For you personally.
My biggest accomplishment was getting my dream job.
Oh, tell us
and
about it.
Have I talked about that?
Not on the pod.
So I work in nonprofit, which I love, and I work for kids that live the same life I did growing up in the military. So I am able to support them with programs and support staff by training them to support those kids. And it's literally a dream job, and I have it. So that was my biggest accomplishment this year. What about yours?
For me, I would say becoming or pursuing entrepreneurship seriously. So it's always
serious.
No, we've actually have things on paper. We're actually official. It started late December, right?
Okay.
I guess the Airbnb, but that's a little different. from like actual doing work every day, right? Airbnb is like an app you do it through your phone, kind of manage people. But this is actually doing work, emailing, scheduling people for the podcast, following up with people for the web business, like still working 9 to 5. But yeah, just taking it seriously and just putting ourselves out there and planting little seeds, and hopefully they turn into big giant trees.
Oh, they will. They will. Okay. Well, that's good, friends. It's hard to, as you know.
Yeah.
Serious sometimes.
Yeah. And another baby was born. The real mama pot. So,
I'm about to say, what baby?
I said another baby was born.
No, that's what I was about to say. What baby?
This baby.
Like,
baby, a pain in my ass.
We had a baby. We had a baby. Okay.
We had a baby.
We did. We had a baby. So, what do you see for the Real Mama Pod next year?
What do I see? I see us. We did some bomb interviews.
More bomb.
Yeah.
We have
yeah.
We had some bomb interviews this year, and we're gonna have some more.
Bomb interviews. Continuing what we started.
There we go. Okay.
I can see us getting better for YouTube. Sorry, y'all, for those who watch. We really don't know what we're doing.
We're learning.
But yeah, I can see us getting better with that and figuring that out. And I can see us being more active as like far as having more events next year.
I can totally see the same.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see the same for everything you just said.
Okay.
And maybe plan our first mama. It may not happen until 2024, but
start
putting it on paper.
Yeah, I like that. Put that on our vision board for the Mom Pod. Okay, so talking about goal setting, personally, how do you set your goals? And then what are some goals you want to accomplish next year?
So I'm a big vision board person, and I like to write things down because it forces me to literally ingrain it into my brain and say, this is what's going to happen.
Right.
So that is how I set goals. Personally, and with Jonathan, we have vision boards.
Right.
And we put it in a space that allows us to see it every day, multiple times a day. So it's a constant reminder of what we've set our goals to be, and we work toward that every day.
Okay.
And what was the second part of that question?
What are some goals you want to accomplish next year?
So we will be buying a house next year.
Yes, you are.
That is the top goal for next year. And maybe try to have another child.
Ooh, that makes me so happy.
Well, we got to get this house first.
The house will come.
The house will come.
Just give me my baby. Thank you.
What about you, Devin?
So Jared and I, we do something called SMART goals. And so it allows us to be reflective and really narrow down some things of how to obtain those goals. So some things we want to accomplish is just to become a little bit more financially literate. We have our hands in a lot of things, but really trying to create generational wealth. Like we hear that, but like, how do you start that? Right. So really talking to the right people, putting ourselves in these spaces so we can start doing that. Because it's simple things that we can do that we don't necessarily have knowledge about.
Yeah.
So really trying to plant those seeds so the boys really have a strong foundation by the time they're an adult. Of course, we want them to attend college, but we all know how that goes. Like you graduate, you get a job paying $50,000 a year. If you're not a doctor, but even then, you're spending a lot of time in school. You're not making money at that time. So really just setting them up for success as well. And if they want to pursue entrepreneurship, you know, they're good to go.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that about like financial literacy. We have a financial advisor in place for that reason, because learning about money, how to spend it, what to do with it, how to invest it, that shit is tricky. I have to have some guidance with that. Yeah. And we're gonna actually have someone on.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
The beginning of next year, to talk about how to set ourselves and our families up for success financially. So Y'all stay tuned for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really good episode.
I can't wait for that.
I'll be there with my pen and paper.
Oh yes, definitely the notepad. Definitely the notepad. Is it my turn to ask the question?
Yeah,
Or
I think so. But I can ask you. You good? You got the notes?
How about you ask
Yeah,
it?
I'll ask. You ain't got your glasses on. You can't see.
It's night time, y'all.
Okay. So what would you say the biggest challenge is being a podcaster?
Oh, I mean, I think that list is extensive, and I don't think there is a biggest, because there's more than one thing that is a challenge. But I think the biggest challenge from my lens is learning how the hell to do all of this, because I didn't realize how there's a lot of shit I didn't realize about podcasting. Number one, I didn't realize that we could really monetize off of this. Like, we started this idea as like, oh, let's start a podcast because we talk about a lot of shit that moms go through every day and people need to hear this. Okay, we're doing that. Right. And now what? Like, the monetizing part, had no idea about that and how to get money from it. That's something we're still learning. All of the niches with the video and the audio and all, that's a challenge. Those are challenges. So that's why I said they're so biggest. Yeah. There are a few things that I find challenging, but it's all rewarding when you really learn how to do all of this stuff and say, you know what, I did that, and we can grow into what we want this podcast to be. Yeah. So those are just a few challenges. I didn't even name everything. Yeah. I'm gonna leave some for you.
I'm gonna just add social media to that.
Arch nemesis.
Them reels don't get the acting right, or they flop. Reels. You be like, oh, this is the one, and it's just like, oh, 2 views.
I love social media for
personal. Not tracking. I don't care what's on my personal page. If one person like it or 1,000 people like it, I don't care about that. But when it's like you're trying to get your podcast out and get more listeners, and the best way to do that is through social media, and it's not reaching, and you did the audio, you researched the time to post it, and then or it disappears. Like, you save a whole bunch of content that we can't find it.
It drives me crazy. Yeah. How did I not mention social media?
Yeah, I don't know, because we've been struggling hard.
Social media is definitely a challenge. Yep. If there is a biggest, that might be the one. That might be it.
I thought you were gonna say that, but it's the biggest one.
Oh, I gotta. Okay, let me see what the next question is. Mind you, you asked that one because I couldn't catch. Okay. Right. What's the most rewarding? We talked about what's the most challenging. Yeah. What's the most rewarding?
I would really say the guests.
Yes.
Being able to interview people daily and hear stories and getting their stories out. And then people actually like writing us like, oh my gosh, thank you for this. This saved me. Or please talk about this more, or whatever the feedback is. It's always positive. Even though we go through hell and high water to get the information out, it's still like, yes, it was very hard to do that. But at the same time, sorry, y'all. I think my kid is screaming. But,
it's okay. I'll think
okay. At the same time, it's just like, it was so worth it.
Yeah.
It was so worth it.
Yeah. I would have to agree. There's nothing like hearing that a conversation that we've had on this platform, how it really touched someone. Whether it's like, damn, I thought I was the only person going through this, or dang, I didn't realize that so-and-so was going through this and how I could support them. Like, there's always something that you can take away from this, whether it relates to you or people that you deal with or someone that could use the information.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know how many times we have people say, this is my first time sharing this. I never shared this anywhere else. It's like we make people feel safe and vulnerable to the point where they want to share out to help other people. So that's been like very eye-opening.
Yeah, no judgment here at the Real Mama Side.
No, none.
We welcome it all. Welcome it all. So am I asking another question, or?
I can ask. Okay, so next year, what are you looking forward to the most?
For the real mama pod?
Yeah, personally and for the real mama pod.
Well, personally is getting that house. And for the real mama pod, it's everything we talked about with just growing our community, um, planning those mamacations, mama trips, and just continuing to kill the game.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah. For me, personally, to grow more, just spiritually, mentally, physically, all areas of life to just grow and learn. For the mama pod, everything you said plus monetize.
Please pay us.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the sponsorships and all the things we're working on behind the scenes. And so y'all probably hear hopefully ads and stuff next year.
Yeah. Yeah, they're coming.
So I'm excited for that.
They're coming.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. So I think those are my questions. Did you have any?
I don't have no questions, Devin. I rarely come here with questions for you.
I don't know why. You are an interviewer too, you know?
Well, I feel like I ask what I need to, and I think you've covered everything.
You get on my nerves. Anyway.
So Mama Juice. Yeah. Mama Juice is hella simple tonight.
What is Mama Juice? If we have some first time listeners, what's Mama Juice?
So Mama Juice is our juice of the episode, which juice equals alcohol.
Or non-alcoholic.
Or non. If you are a mama to be, or you don't like to drink, which is totally fine. We usually have mocktail options. But tonight we are drinking champagne. That's it. Now Devin asked for a little Saint Germain in hers because she wants to get a little fancy tonight. I just have straight champagne. But the whole purpose of champagne is us toasting to the end of our first season. So are we going to? Oh, salud. Yeah. Yes, I love a good champagne. So that's what we had tonight. It's a simple champagne. And if you are mama to be, go and get you some white sparkling grape juice, chill it up, and put it in a champagne glass.
Okay, cool. Time for Mama's Corner.
Now, if we have any new listeners, can you share what Mama's Corner is?
Yeah, so Mama's Corner is my personal favorite segment of the episode. So this is our opportunity to connect with our listeners. So typically our listeners will write in, and you can give us advice. You can submit a mama hack. You can ask us advice. We are no experts, but we can discuss things based on our experiences.
Okay.
If you want to vent about your child, your teenager, your toddler, your grown person, kid, anybody, your husband, look,
your wife.
Right, your wife. We are all ears. Okay. So we do have a question.
Okay.
This one's for you.
The question is for me. Okay.
It's for you. So it's nothing crazy, but it says, "Hey, Mama, this question is for Kendra."
Okay. Hey, Mama.
I know you're a dog mama too. How did you prepare your dog for Eli's arrival? I am very nervous about this transition.
Ooh, great question. So I have a dog. His name is Kobe, and Kobe is 8 years old, and he was 5 when we had Eli.
Okay.
So when we found out that I was pregnant, we would include Kobe in everything we did with Eli while I was pregnant with him. So whether that's him letting him like smell my belly, or letting him sit with me and Jonathan while we read to Eli. When he was born, Eli was born, Jonathan brought his blanket home for him to smell it. We would let him go in Eli's room just so that he can see that something is coming.
Right.
And he had an idea, like dogs can sense when you're pregnant. So he would sit and cuddle with me even when I was pregnant with Eli. So he knew that a little person was coming.
Right.
So those are some ways that we transitioned him, helped to prepare for Eli, because he's our first baby. So, like I said, bringing that baby blanket home, it allows him to smell the baby know that the baby's coming, and when the baby gets there, it's like, okay, this is who I've been smelling this time. Like
Right.
this is my new person, right? And letting the baby and the dog interact with each other. Of course, if it's safe. If the dog is aggressive and is still trying to figure things out, I would not recommend that. But if the dog wants to interact with the child, whether that's sitting with them during tummy time or letting the baby like softly pet the dog, like those are some ways to engage baby and dog. But both parties have to be receptive to that. And when I say parties, I mean baby and the dog.
Right.
So we are just lucky to have Kobe. He's a super sweet dog and he's great with kids. He's a lab pit mix. So I've heard that labs and pits are very good with children. So we're lucky to have Kobe. So that's how we got him used to Eli coming. And Eli, as you know, loves his dog. So and your boys love Kobe too.
They think
they want a Kobe.
They're not getting a Kobe no time soon until they can take care of a Kobe.
That's the goal for next year.
No.
Is to get Drew and Jay a dog because they want one along with their dad. And I'm on their side.
You can be on their side.
I am.
But until Jared's home more and can help me with an animal and 2 kids, then that's not up for discussion. And the 2 kids have to be able to help take care of these dogs. And guess what? The dog will probably
they take
walk
their job very seriously.
the kids at this point.
They
do, but I will still be responsible.
You won't be fully responsible.
They are 2 and 4. I will be fully responsible.
And Jared will obviously be the trainer and the walker, and he'll
when he's home. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, when they're 10.
10?
Yeah, when they're 10.
Like Jay 10 or Drew 10?
Drew 10. Drew 10. Jay 8.
That's too long.
No, it's not. That's in 5 years.
Too long.
Yeah. So I think that'll be perfect. So until then, they can still think Kobe is their dog. And they really do think Kobe is their dog.
Yeah, we're not waiting until Drew's 10.
Okay. Well,
we're not. Me and Jared are going shopping for Rottweilers together.
I'll go ahead and do that. He wants a Cane Corso too. So.
Well, we can go shopping for them too.
Anyways, how can they find us on the socials? I'm not doing this
so we're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest. Yeah, that name everywhere. At The Real Mama Pod, super easy. And I'm personally at KendraFerg _.
And I'm at DebGrace _ And if you want to write us in Mama's Corner, feel free to do that. You can email us at mama@therealmamapod.com. Also, check out our website, y'all. You can learn more about us, but we also have mommy and auntie merch on our website. Check that out. Christmas time is approaching. If you want to get your mom, friend, something, or yourself, or your auntie, whoever, we got some cute stuff on there. So check us out. Yeah, and if you're listening and you're loving what you're listening to, review us, rate us, write us, send this podcast out to your friends and family, whoever needs it. So it could be your boo, it could be your mama,
your auntie,
your grandmama, your friend, whoever. Send it out. Show us some love.
All right. So until next year.
Happy New Year. Happy holidays.
Happy everything.
Yeah.
We love y'all.
Tell you.